in the quaint town of Willow Creek, nestled among rolling hills and dense forests, stood an old Victorian mansion that had been lovingly restored into a picturesque wedding venue. Couples from miles around were drawn to its charm and the promise of a fairy tale wedding setting. Yet beneath its elegant facade lurked a mystery that no one could explain, the legend of the phantom photographer. Every couple who exchanged vows at the mansion received a beautifully bound wedding album as part of their package, a compilation of candid moments and carefully posed portraits capturing the joyous occasion. The albums were meticulously crafted, each photo expertly edited to enhance the magic of the day. Yet upon closer inspection, a peculiar detail emerged, a shadowy figure, faint but unmistakable, lingering in the background of every single photograph. No one at the weddings had ever seen this figure. The guests, the couple, even the photographers themselves never noticed anything out of the ordinary during the events. It was only when the albums were viewed later, in the quiet intimacy of homes or during post-wedding reminiscing sessions, that the mysterious presence revealed itself. The phenomenon first came to light with the wedding of Sarah and Michael. They were a couple deeply in love, with a shared passion for history and a penchant for all things vintage. Their love story was one for the ages, filled with shared adventures and a mutual appreciation for the past. The mansion's grandeur and its rich history had drawn them in, and they had eagerly booked their wedding date a year in advance. The estate, with its sprawling gardens and timeless architecture, seemed like the perfect backdrop for their special day. On a crisp autumn day, under a canopy of colorful leaves, Sarah and Michael exchanged their vows. The air was filled with the scent of fallen leaves and the soft murmur of their loved ones gathered to witness their union. The ceremony was flawless, the reception a whirlwind of laughter and dancing. Friends and family celebrated late into the night, their joy echoing through the halls of the grand mansion. Their photographer, Emily, captured every moment with an artist's eye, ensuring that Sarah and Michael's album would be a testament to their love and the joy of the day. She moved through the crowd with ease, her camera clicking away, preserving each smile and tear. Weeks later, as Sarah and Michael sat down to relive their wedding day through the album, they noticed something peculiar. The photos were a beautiful reminder of their perfect day, but one image stood out. In the background of their first dance photo, where they had been lost in each other's eyes, stood a figure. It was a moment they remembered vividly, yet this figure was not part of their memory. A tall, shadowy silhouette that seemed almost translucent against the background of the grand ballroom. The figure was dressed in what appeared to be old-fashioned attire, blending eerily with the vintage theme of the wedding. Confused, Sarah showed the photo to Michael, who frowned in bewilderment. They had gone over every detail of their wedding meticulously, and this figure was not part of their plans. "I don't remember anyone standing there," he said, squinting at the image. "Who could that be?" They both felt a chill, as if the past was reaching out to them through the photograph. Emily, the photographer, was equally perplexed when they contacted her. She prided herself on her attention to detail and had no explanation for the mysterious figure. She meticulously reviewed her other shots from the day, but the figure appeared only in that one photo. It was as if the figure had chosen that specific moment to make its presence known. "I don't know how it got there," she admitted, her brow furrowed in concern. "I've never seen anything like this before." "I didn't see anyone like that during the wedding," she insisted. The mystery of the figure left them all with more questions than answers, a haunting reminder that some moments are beyond explanation. As word spread among the community, other couples who had celebrated their weddings at the mansion began to notice similar anomalies in their own albums. The whispers grew louder, and soon the entire town was buzzing with tales of the mysterious figure. A figure standing at the edge of the garden in one album, a blurry shape by the window in another. Each discovery added a new layer to the growing enigma. Each sighting varied in appearance, sometimes a shadowy outline, other times a misty presence, but the consistency of its presence was unnerving. Rumors swirled and theories abounded. Some claimed it was the ghost of a bride who had been jilted at the altar centuries ago, forever condemned to wander the mansion's halls. They spoke of her tragic love story, passed down through generations. Others speculated it was a trick of the light, a flaw in the camera lenses, or even a clever marketing ploy by the venue itself. The mansion, after all, had a reputation to maintain. Yet as the years passed and more weddings took place at the mansion, the mystery deepened rather than diminished. Each new couple added their own eerie photos to the growing collection. No logical explanation could account for the figure's appearance in every album, always unnoticed by those present at the events. The figure seemed to exist only in the photographs, a silent observer. Paranormal investigators were called in, skeptics became believers, and the legend of the phantom photographer became entwined with the mansion's lore. The mansion became a hotspot for ghost hunters and thrill seekers, all eager to catch a glimpse of the elusive figure. Despite numerous investigations, the mystery remained unsolved. The figure continued to appear, undeterred by the attention. It was as if the mansion itself held onto its secrets, unwilling to let them go. The community remained divided. Some embraced the legend, while others dismissed it as mere superstition. But one thing was certain: the mystery of the phantom photographer had become an indelible part of the mansion's history. And so the legend lived on, growing with each passing year, as new couples continued to celebrate their love at the mansion, unaware of the spectral presence that might join them in their photos. For Sarah and Michael, the photo album became a bittersweet reminder of their special day. Each page they turned brought back memories of joy, laughter, and the love they shared. They grew accustomed to the spectral figure in the background, a mysterious presence that seemed to watch over them, almost as if it had become a silent, ethereal guest at their wedding. While unsettling at first, the ghostly figure soon became a topic of fascination. They eventually accepted its presence as part of the mansion's mystique, an enigmatic element that added depth to their story, a reminder that some mysteries were meant to endure, lingering in the corners of their memories, adding an unexpected layer of intrigue to their cherished memories. The mansion, with its rich history and secrets, became a symbol of their enduring love. As for the phantom photographer itself, it was more than just a ghostly figure. It continued to appear in every wedding album from the mansion, capturing moments of love and joy, a silent observer of love and celebration. Each photograph it took was a testament to the timeless nature of love. Whether it was a ghost, a glitch, or a figment of collective imagination, one thing remained certain: the mansion's allure persisted, drawing couples seeking beauty and romance and perhaps a touch of the supernatural. The mansion stood as a beacon for those who believed in the magic of love, and perhaps a glimpse into the unknown. Its walls whispered secrets, and its halls echoed with the laughter and tears of countless couples who had come before.
In the heart of New England, where the autumn leaves painted the landscape in hues of gold and crimson, stood the historic Ravenswood Manor, a dreamy, ivy-covered estate that seemed plucked from the pages of a Gothic novel. For Amanda and James, it was love at first sight when they stumbled upon the venue during a weekend drive through the countryside. The couple had been together for 5 years, their love growing stronger with each passing season. They shared a passion for history and a fondness for all things vintage, making Ravenswood Manor the perfect choice for their long-awaited wedding day. With its sprawling gardens, grand ballroom adorned with crystal chandeliers, and a storied past dating back to the early 19th century, the manor embodied elegance and romance. Excitement buzzed in the air as Amanda and James booked their date, eagerly planning every detail to make their wedding day unforgettable. As preparations for the wedding began, strange occurrences at the manor became increasingly difficult to ignore. Staff whispered of cold drafts and flickering lights in the hallways, and some claimed to have glimpsed shadowy figures darting through the gardens at twilight. Amanda, accompanied by her maid of honor Claire, ventured into the manor's library to relax before the festivities. The room exuded a sense of tranquility with its leather-bound books and crackling fireplace. But as they settled in, a chill swept through the air. Claire shivered, clutching her arms. "Claire, do you feel that, Amanda? It's freezing in here all of a sudden." Amanda frowned, noticing the frosty breath misting in the air. "Amanda, it must be a draft. Old buildings like this are bound to have quirks." Just as she spoke, a book toppled off the shelf with a loud thud, startling them both. They exchanged nervous glances, the atmosphere now charged with an unexplainable tension. Later that evening, during the rehearsal dinner in the ballroom, a commotion erupted when the wedding planner discovered the seating chart in disarray. Names had been inexplicably rearranged, leading to confusion and frustration among the guests. Amanda and James tried to laugh it off, chalking it up to pre-wedding jitters and the stress of last-minute adjustments. But as the night wore on, more unsettling incidents unfolded. Glasses shattered without cause, candles flickered wildly as if caught in an unseen wind, and whispers echoed in the corridors where no one stood. In the midst of chaos, an elderly guest approached Amanda with a solemn expression. He introduced himself as Mr. Hawthorne, a longtime resident of the nearby village who knew the manor's history well. His voice trembled slightly as he recounted tales passed down through generations, stories of a vengeful spirit that haunted Ravenswood Manor. "Mr. Hawthorne, it's the spirit of Isabella Ravenswood. She was to be married here 2 centuries ago, but her fiancé abandoned her on their wedding day. Heartbroken and consumed by rage, she cursed the manor, vowing that any joyous occasion held within its walls would be marred by tragedy." Amanda and James exchanged a skeptical glance, but Mr. Hawthorne's words struck a chord. They couldn't shake the feeling that something malevolent lurked beneath the surface of their dream venue. As the wedding day dawned, tensions ran high. Amanda slipped into her gown, a vision in ivory lace, but her reflection in the mirror seemed haunted by doubt. James, waiting nervously at the altar, tried to quell his unease as whispers of Isabella's curse lingered in his mind. During the first dance, Amanda felt a cold presence brush against her, causing her to falter. James steadied her with a concerned look, his grip tightening protectively. Unseen by the revelers, a figure watched from the edge of the ballroom, a spectral silhouette cloaked in sorrow and anger. A guest tripped and twisted an ankle, the cake collapsed before it could be cut, and a thunderstorm rolled in unexpectedly, drenching the outdoor festivities. Each mishap seemed like a cruel twist of fate, echoing the whispers of Isabella's curse. In a quiet moment amidst the chaos, Amanda found herself drawn to a portrait hanging in the foyer. A young woman with sorrowful eyes and a veil cascading over her shoulders. The plaque beneath read Isabella Ravenswood, 1805 to 1827. A shiver ran down Amanda's spine as she realized the tragic connection between Isabella and the manor. The vengeful spirit of a bride denied her happiness, forever bound to Ravenswood Manor in a spectral prison of her own making. As the clock struck midnight, signaling the end of their wedding day, Amanda and James exchanged a weary smile. Despite the challenges and inexplicable events, they were married, a testament to their love and resilience in the face of adversity. Months passed, and Amanda and James settled into married life, the memories of their haunted wedding day fading but never forgotten. Ravenswood Manor continued to host weddings, its allure undiminished despite the lingering whispers of Isabella's curse. For Amanda and James, their bond grew stronger with each passing day, their love a beacon of hope that defied the shadows of the past. And while Ravenswood Manor held secrets best left undisturbed, it remained a testament to the enduring power of love, even in the face of vengeful spirits and haunted histories.